Hi everyone, and welcome to Chapter 13. Congratulations, you're almost done. Chapter 13 is the last chapter we're covering in this textbook in the class. So, let me go on and tell you some important factors about Chapter 13. The most important factor about Chapter 13 is relevant cost. Relevant cost is cost that you incur that is relevant to a decision-making process. For instance, if I was thinking about making Oreo cookies, all the costs involved in Oreo cookies, the sugar, the flour, the wheat, whatever involved in that making that cookie would be relevant. Cranberries, the cost of cranberries, which do not go into making Oreo cookies, would not be relevant. So I wouldn't need to know that factor. Alright, relevant cost is also called avoidable cost, differential cost, and again, it's a cost that you need to know in a decision-making process. Sunken cost is also talked about in this chapter. Sunken cost is a cost that cannot be undone. For instance, if I was thinking about putting up a building and I already owned a piece of land, the different kinds of buildings I could put on that land would all have probably different costs. The land itself would be a sunken cost because that cost was already incurred and I owned the property. So that wouldn't be relevant to the situation. So sunken costs are costs that cannot be undone and should not affect a decision-making process. In a make or buy decision, which is the main focus of this chapter, if I were to make or buy something, I would try to look at and separate my costs. My cost for making would be separated from, say, buying. Those costs would then be analyzed to determine what I'm trying to do as far as making a product or buying a product from somebody. Large manufacturers like General Motors, for instance, sometimes they make the parts, sometimes they have other people make them. It depends on the cost factors involved. So in the decision-making process, I would need to separate my costs on what costs I would incur for making and buying. If it was cheaper to buy, then I would buy that factor and I would have excess capacity left over which I could do something with, which possibly would create what's called an opportunity cost. An opportunity cost is a cost that could allow me to do something else and make different money. Alright, so everybody, there's a lot of cost factors that are talked about in this chapter. Separating them out is the most important thing. A relevant cost is the main focus of the chapter. Well, I'd like to end this class by saying thanks a lot. I had a good time and I enjoyed meeting with you every couple minutes here in every chapter. I hope that helped and I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.